Here today with Seattle Pacific at the NCAA West Regional second round. Seattle Pacific coming off a 67-63 loss to St. Martin's. I'd like to get a couple opening statements from their head coach, Grant Leap. And on his right, we have Nathan Moffett, and on his left, we have Harry Cabell. Coach, could I get a couple opening statements from you?
Yeah, we obviously this is an opponent that we were very familiar with coming into the game, and we felt like we had a pretty strong game plan in place. Did a pretty good job of executing that in the first half. All the credit to St. Martin's. They kept battling, they kept fighting, as our guys did as well. Just didn't work out for us in our season. Only one team gets to end their season with a win. Unfortunately, it is not us this year. And we have to send 6 seniors off who've had great careers at SPU. And these are always just tough moments, kind of the last time you're with a group. But I was proud of the way we battled, the way we competed. Just came up a little short.
Devontae, I want to talk to you guys really how you guys have played in March. I thought you guys really had a good end of the season run. I mean, winning the conference postseason title, stuff like that. Talk about the way the team really kind of came together and gelled. When we saw you guys early in the year in the Golden Gym, it was a little different team. You guys are a much different team now. How have you guys kind of matured throughout the year?
Throughout the year, we came up on like a 12 to 13 game win streak, and I just felt like our team was just different. Like the bond we had, the brothership, and how together we were, it just showed on the court, and it was like you can't just break that up. And we just won we took it one game at a time, and we just stayed together and stayed the course. And March was a good month for us.
I understand it is tough. Harry, I'd like to hear a little bit about just what you saw out there from St. Martin's tonight, and just kind of, you've seen it a lot, but what do they do and what made it tough?
Yeah, really just tough cover on our defensive end, their offensive end. EJ Boyce, I don't know how many threes he hit, but he's just quick release, deep range, tough to guard. And Luke Chavez just making big plays. BJ Stanley coming in, making big plays. They just got a lot of tough guys, and they're a really good team, and we knew that they were going to play hard, and that's what they did, and they forced us to guard them for 40 minutes, and we ended up coming up a little short, but to hold those guys to 67 points isn't a bad defensive night for us. So.
Yeah. Coach, talk to me a little bit more about this one, and I don't want to go any negatives, but you guys had only 6 turnovers in this game. I don't think you guys have many losses when you guys have only 6 turnovers.
No, yeah. Generally when we take care of the ball, and our recipe all year has kind of been rebound it and share it and take care of it, and that's kind of how we summed it up. We missed a couple shots tonight. I think we normally make, and then they did a great job on the glass. They beat us on the glass, and that hasn't happened very often this year. In which we get out rebounded, but to only turn the ball over 6 times, that's definitely something that we've worked for. And generally, when we get that many possessions, we do a pretty good job with them. When we got to the free throw line 32 times tonight, which is obviously I'll take that number any day of the week that we can. Obviously, I wish we'd convert them at a little bit higher percentage tonight, and that would have really helped us out. But only have 6 turnovers, we'll take that any night we play.
I'm going to put one on you, maybe not breaking down the stats or anything, but why have you enjoyed coaching this team this year?
Oh, this group is the quality of, I could go on forever, you shouldn't have asked me that. So first of all, our seniors, the way that they've embraced what we're about. I mean, when we took over 3 years ago, we completely changed everything. And we really tried to turn things over to our guys and have it be a players type program. And they've just run with that. And we've worked really hard on our relationships. We trust them, they trust us. We've given them some freedom, but also pull it back at times. We challenge them. They allow us to coach them. We challenge them daily, and they grow from it. But the relationships that these guys have formed, those are things you just can't fake, and you can't make that stuff up. The belief that they have in each other, the togetherness that they've shown, the toughness that they've shown, you can't fake those things. And this group has that. And this is just a really special group. I'm so sad to see it end. But I'm so proud of what this group did, and winning our conference tournament. That'll be up on the wall at SPU forever. And so this group leaves a legacy, which I'm really proud of. And for being my 3rd year as head coach and to advance as we have, I'm just really proud of this group. And these 2 guys obviously are going to be around. They have to be around me for a few more years, but I just love this group. Our seniors, Coleman, Sam, Nate. Nikhil, Trey, Connor, the contributions that they've each made in their own ways in which they can still be themselves, but then fit into what we are and who we're about as a team. I'm so proud of those guys.
Devontae, two teams that know each other really well, a great battle and great defense, and a lot of fouls resulting from that. You had 3 in the first half. Yeah. The other point guard on the team, Nikhil Azad, picked up his 3rd early. And that, how did the foul trouble impact your game? And also, then both of you stayed with those for the rest of the game. How did you not get any further fouls?
Well, really, it's just the belief in our team. I know if I come out the game, whether I was in foul trouble or not, I know the next guy coming in, whether it's Nikhil, Sharif, is going to come pick me back up. So just the trust in our teammates just lets you not think about those fouls you have during the game.
Harry, you found some real success starting with the 3-pointer to start the second half out, scoring-wise. So why were you so effective tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. Just I think they're keyed in probably on a lot of other guys. You know, Coleman's a beast, Nate's a beast inside. Gavin's obviously been a problem, especially this month. So just, I mean, taking what they give me, and tonight it was from the 3-point line a little bit more. And then obviously I got to the free throw line 9 times. I wish I would have hit some more of those, but just getting to the free throw line and being able to see those go in, and then working your way back out to 3 is something that can be really helpful for a shooter.
Coach, turning point of the game, you were up 53-49, and there was a stretch there where there was a basket, technical foul, and they ended up, St. Martin's ends up getting 6 straight points, essentially in 1 possession. What was your interpretation? What happened there? Take us through that.
Well, I didn't really see what happened, but the way that it was explained by the officials was that after the basket had gone through, that they scored. Our player hit their player in the face, and so because of that, it wasn't intentional by any means, but because of that, it became a dead ball technical foul, which is a free throw in the ball. But where I guess I got a little bit confused was late in the first half, they had a player on a same thing, a dead ball kind of land on our guy's head, and they kind of didn't remember seeing that one. So I was a little bit confused as to why one is that and the other one wasn't. But it was a tough break. Obviously, you know, we can either respond or react in those situations. And if we react, I tell these guys all the time, they're probably sick of hearing this, but when we react, it's because we're making decisions based in emotion. And when we do that, it's usually going to be the wrong thing, right, fellas? But when we respond, we compose ourselves, we process things, and we can move forward. And I thought we reacted a little bit too much. Obviously, that's on me too. But I'm going to fight for these guys because I believe in them so much. And you know, obviously, the technical happened, the basket went through, whatever. But we still got to try to get a stop that next possession. And we still control that. And I thought maybe we had a little bit of a lapse in which we were too concerned about what had happened in that moment than really bearing down. And we, you know, obviously we took that time out, and it really kind of got us refocused. But it was just, you know, obviously it happens in basketball, and obviously we would have much rather had a different outcome. But again, when we go 17 of 32 from the free throw line, I mean, that's something that we can control, that we didn't do well enough. And we can do better there, and that changes the game, obviously.
And then one more for you, Coach. Players on both sides, you had very good games, good scoring games. One other player who's not here, Gavin Long, had 16 tonight, followed up a great game in the first round. Just talk about Gavin Long's performance. Gavin
he's so competitive and so tough, and he wants to win so bad. Sometimes that leads some emotion to come out that we have to control, but generally that does a lot of things to positively help our group. And I think that these guys start to play off of that emotion. And now when Gavin gets going downhill, they help off, and it creates long closeouts that Devontae can drive, that Harry can drive. We find threes for guys. Sharif, I think, came in and hit a big one tonight. He's been battling all year, the last month or so, especially during kind of the 13-game win streak we had. He's been playing so well and so efficiently. He's a very good player, and I think that he's got a bright future ahead, as do these two.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.